When a friend of mine shared with me, let's just focus on that, shared with me this super opportunity called Loom-X, I found out that, for example, this is 6. This boat will go in the market by, this is $10, you see? This is $10. Yesterday night, we are converted into Bitcoin. I don't take in much. So let's take 6. This was a new day on 6. You find that this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $55 so far. And this money is coming from an AI bot that I don't control. Yes, it's true, I don't own, but whenever it makes profit in the market, it deposits this profit on my wallet. And I believe anyone who is interested in taking risks could participate in staking maybe $1,000 and be paid 1.04%, which is around $10.4 every day in total. But this $10.4, we want to see, where does it come from? And you still have a choice. Let's go to this account. You still have a choice after you have invested in your money in the smart contract. They're going to see that when your profit comes in, it goes into reinvest profit. That when you started with $1,000 today and you make $5 the next day, you have $1,005. You are no longer earning 1.04% on 1,000. You are earning 1.04 on 1,500. And if you are tired and you want the AI to automatically send your profits in your exchange, you switch it off. And when you switch it off, what happens is that automatically, your profits will sit in your exchange. And if you need it on, you switch it on, and your profits will be added to your capital automatically. And the smart contract says that if you reach 180 days, you can switch off this. Sorry, not this, by the way, because there is another button. But you can, if your contract gets done, you can switch off this, and your money straight away gets back into your wallet if you are tired of using the ecosystem. When your 360 days get done. But the biggest question in crypto that I need to ask myself on this account is simple. The money that this guy pays me, where does it come from? There could be these other factors that people look at, and I want to, now with my experience, I want to ask it. Let's think. If you know the CEO, you know the project, you read the roadmap, you go into the tokenomics of the project. With all these being very good, does it prevent a crypto project from failing? Let me know in the chat. Very clear. The CEO is very good. The project is massive. The roadmap is clear. The tokenomics is wonderful. Question: does this prevent a crypto project from failing? Not at all, ladies and gentlemen. The crypto project can still fail. You see, in my first few years in crypto, my focus was so much Let's take an example of Ethereum. Ethereum is now lagging below $2,000. I have a question. Is Ethereum a solid crypto project? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Is Ethereum a solid crypto project? The answer is yes. Man, this is a superb project. Why? Number one, most of the cryptocurrencies exist in Ethereum. Let me give you an example. BNB started from Ethereum, then later developed its own blockchain. Most of the transactions that happen are happening on Ethereum. It has had transition from proof of stake, proof of work to proof of stake. It has MV machines that run transactions. It has cryptocurrencies built on top of its cryptocurrencies that we call layer twos. And there are so many. But look, it still gets into a stage when it fails. The most important question that I now ask myself in any cryptocurrency is, where does the money come from? Source of income. I like to take the previous project of order that failed. The project failed. What was their source of income? Simple. At first, very good ideology. 3.5% charged when people buy the tokens under stake. If the token goes high by 25%, they charge 25%. When profit is the money is getting out of the system, they charge 3.5%. This was their source of income. And the ideology was very sweet and easy. When someone joins, when the token is at 0.5, more people stake, the token goes to $1. This wallet makes money. So when this wallet will be claiming, what will happen is that 25% will be charged and gets in the pool, and profit will be made. What happened? It reached a time, man, more people were taking out more money in the ecosystem. What happened? The liquidity pool had to go empty. Let's take other businesses that do trading. I want to ask a question in the chat. Is trading a profitable business in crypto? Let me know in the chat. Is trading a profitable business in crypto? Let me know in the chat. You could give me a yes or a one or a two. Is trading a profitable business? It is. It is. It is a profitable business. When we talk about trading, those of you who are new in the crypto space, it is simple. What are we discussing, Julius? We are discussing something very easy. It could be sport. It could be futures. No matter. Sport or futures. In sport, you buy low, you sell high. In futures, you can buy low, sell high, which they call a long. You can buy high, sell low, which they call a short. But how many of you are here and you can agree with me 100% that people lose a lot of money in these two ventures? At first, when I was just listening to crypto for the first time, in sport, there is no loss, which is okay. But I have a question. If in 2022, I invested $30,000 in SHIB and my portfolio is down by 98%, do I have guarantee that this 98 will rise back and I get into profit? Let me know in the chat. Since 2022, I'm waiting. 2023, I'm waiting. 2024, I'm waiting. 2025, I'm waiting. 2026. I spent 4 years waiting for my money to return. In a nutshell, this is lost money. This is lost money. But when it comes to the other side of futures, what I'm trying to share is that in my approach in crypto, I do not need to repeat my previous mistakes. Investing into cryptocurrency should be built on a mindset that when I join a business and it doesn't work for me, that was a lesson. And I should never repeat the same mistake. I know most of you, or even me including, when I went to school, whenever I did a mistake, I was beaten. But when you grow up, you understand one key major thing: failure is part of success. Give me a yes if you know that. Failure is part. And if you don't want to fail, then understand that you cannot be successful. Most of you have done businesses. Is it true that every business you have done is working out? But if you don't do the business and you don't fail, you don't succeed. So most of you usually feel pity about yourselves when you fail, when you get into a business and it doesn't move into your way. You feel bad about yourself. You feel like hating everybody around you. But ladies and gentlemen, it is important for you to know that the success you seek must be coming from the failures you have made. But it will be stupid if you repeat the same mistakes over and over and over and over. What you do, you change your approach. You don't repeat the same mistake. For example, some of you staked with us Aura, and I've shared with you the mathematics. If someone presents the same business, and the business is you get your money into a smart contract, smart contracts are very okay. They have no issues. By the way, Aura did not take our money. Their poor mathematics took our money. Your money gets into a smart contract, and they promise you, let me say, 3% as money flows on chain. It is just a matter of time. If people who are taking more money in are less than people who are taking money out of the ecosystem, the system will fail. No matter whether the contract is renounced. Am I speaking to someone? No matter what, whether the contract is renounced, the mathematics of the business, as long as more money is leaving the ecosystem, even if the owner doesn't take a single coin, the project will fail. You are learning from your previous mistakes. Does that make sense? Give me a one. It doesn't matter. Yes, I know. I'm not negative, by the way. Yes, I know the project will be switched to another project. They will make sure people are not losing their money. But this ideology didn't work out. But here comes the question. If this ideology didn't work out, should I say, I'm done with crypto? I'm done with crypto. I'll never participate in crypto. Crypto is very bad. Hey, 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 hey. Then if that is your mindset, then you are in a wrong industry. You are right the wrong into entrepreneurship, then you better go and focus on a salary, because for a salary, it is fixed. That's where we are going. You better focus here because it is fixed. It never changes. But this is the biggest scam. You work for someone for 10 years, inflation is increasing, but still pays you the same money. So now, this project of Loom-X, the most important thing to me, it could be a personal decision, is not the CEO. Is not the founder. It's not the tokenomics of the business. Is where does this guy pay me the money he's paying me? Hey, my battery. Woo! Ish. Thank you. I pray by the time I reach, but I'll still remain on this phone. I'll just switch off one phone and I remain on this one. Where does the money? Because it's raining. If I leave here, I might lose my network. Now this guy says, look here, Julius. I'm doing arbitrage. Okay. And I'm doing this arbitrage. What am I doing, Julius? I am buying. Let's get there very fast. Let's get there very fast. I may not go into all this, the ideology where I came from. This guy is saying, I am buying cryptocurrencies in 6 different ways. Cross-platform arbitrage, that is from one platform to another platform. Let me say Bitcoin is at 40 in Binance. It is at 45 in OKX. Buys in Binance, sells in OKX. 2, triangular arbitrage. What is triangular arbitrage? I start with USDT. I convert USDT to Bitcoin. Then I convert Bitcoin to Ethereum. Then back to USDT. If I started with $500 and I end with $600, I have made profit. Number 3, cross-chain mixing arbitrage. What is cross-chain mixing arbitrage? USDT is at 1.1 on Ethereum, 0.9 on Binance Smart Chain. I buy on Binance Smart Chain, I sell on Ethereum. 3, spot future arbitrage. What is spot future arbitrage? Bitcoin by price is at 40 in spot, 45 in futures. I buy in spot, I sell in the future. I don't predict the market, but I price difference. Number 3, brick arbitrage or market maker arbitrage. What is this type of arbitrage? This is a simple arbitrage where I am applying from the same blockchain network, or what we call market maker arbitrage. Next, DeFi arbitrage. What is DeFi arbitrage? On one decentralized exchange, the coin has a different price to another decentralized exchange. Now, the biggest question is not how he talks about these 6 ways in his chat or in his PDF, is you to go back to your business that you started personally. Cross-check these transactions these guys are talking about here. Take your personal time, even not my time. Take your personal time. Come and take your personal time, ladies and gentlemen. This guy says that, for example, here, he bought this coin called OWL at Goose Fex, decentralized exchange. This is the buy order. And sold it at Metronia. He bought at 806, sold when it is at 880. Within this, what happened? The net profit, the capital was $806. The gross profit was 73. There was gas fees and blockchain fees, and the net profit was 58. The percentage was 7%. Now, look here. This guy is very stupid. Me, I came with $1,000. Instead of him looking at the $58 he has made and says, I will give you 1.3 of this profit I have made. He doesn't do that. What does he do? He says, I have made $58. But Kabanda started with a smart contract. And what does the smart contract say? I'll pay him 1.3, from 1.3 to 1.8. So the 1.3. On this 1.3, before I pay him, there is an 8/20 rule, which says that on the profit I'm going to pay him, the 1.3, I give him 80%. So Kabanda will get 1.04. It is 1.3 times 80%. Kabanda will get 1.04 of what? Of what he invested, not of the money made. Give me a yes in the chat if you have understood. Even I'm complaining already. When I started a good way. But I'm complaining that this guy is making too much money and is paying us very little. I'm complaining already. The guy is making too much money and is giving us very little. Why does he make $58 and he pays me only 1.1%? It means that since he pays little and he makes more, he has power to continuously be able to pay me my 1% even when he makes more money. Give me a yes if that is clear. So since the source of income is clear, the business looks to be sustainable. That's why I'm speaking about it. I don't speak about it because it has guarantee. I speak about it because of the source of income that can be verified. So the rest is up to you. Whether you start, whether you watch. Because the making of the money is not about the price of Bitcoin, the price of the market, the Epstein files. No, there will always be difference in prices. The Epstein files are, if I was still in crypto of trading, I would now be discussing Epstein files, Donald Trump. Yesterday, but one, Donald Trump created a new category. The reserve, the mineral reserve strategy. He has a new category of coins called the mineral reserve. Is now crashing down XRP, is now crashing down Bitcoin. Now Elon Musk is promoting Epstein files. The price is gonna go lower. Is that part of my business now? But if I was still in straight mainstream crypto, that would be part of my business. I would be online right now trying to tell people to remain calm. Why? Markets are crashing. Then I give reasons why. Now it's none of my business. What am I doing now in crypto? I'm avoiding my previous mistakes so that I keep profitable in a crypto changing environment. Give me a 2 if you have understood. I don't go back to my previous approaches, but now I prevent my previous mistakes and I continue profitable in the crypto market space. Simple and easy. So take your time. If you have already registered, look through the source of income. If you haven't, take the risk. Take the risk. Avoid your previous mistakes. Yes, it is true. There could be someone motivated saying, wait, very soon Bitcoin will rise. Yes, let's trade futures. It is okay. But here comes the question. You saying that Bitcoin is still going down, is it a guarantee? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Hey, it will continue. I have done my analysis. Yes. Me, I said Bitcoin will go to $40,000. No guarantee. There's no guarantee. So there is a difference, a very huge difference between how Aura operated, their source of income, and now Loom-X is operating with their source of income. And their transactions are verifiable on chain. So that gives me guarantee to take a risk because the guy is making more money than he's paying. That's why he has power and ability to maintain the 1%. I don't want to exceed here. I've been here for the last 2 hours. But if you have been able to learn something from me, you could give me one in the chat. I will also encourage you to do like I do. 2 things. If you start, number one, the only 2 things I would recommend, but it remains a personal decision. Number one, let me get to my token pocket. Okay, this is my account. Number one, switch on the auto reinvest profit. I want to share why. What is the auto reinvest profit? Very important. Like, look here. Today, because I switched this yesterday, my bot made $6.32. It means that today, when I'm earning profit, I'm not earning on 1,000. I'm earning on 6.32%. Here I have invested $2,000. My bot has made $16 so far. And the $16 have been added. It means that my 1% is not on 2,000, is on 2016. Then what do you do next? Don't do it alone. Do it with others. Why is this key? If you do it with others, you will be making more money because as they will be trading, you will be earning a very small percentage, very small. You see, 0.014 because of the trade that has happened. But this other money will flow to either your wallet or either your exchange. For example, let me check my wife's account. I want to give you an example. Okay, let me take this one. Okay, look here. I want to log in and show you the 2 differences so that you could be able to. Let me connect the wallet. Yeah, so my wallet is connected. So let's now go into this. Okay, for example, whose account I'm in, I don't know. Okay, look here. Yes, by compounding effect, let's get into the contract. Her capital has been added. Okay, the capital that is coming from her stake has been added. But since she's not trading alone, she's having other people that are trading. And she's not very aggressive like me. She gets that small direct referral. And that small direct referral. So the quantifying benefit that comes from her trades are sent to increase her capital. The 5 that is coming from the people he has shared the business with, they come here in the wallet. Have you seen the difference? Let me know in the chat. The $10 are coming from sharing the business, and the $5 are coming from her personal capital. So she decides to increase. I guided her and I said, no, look here, increase your capital defaultly by the profit that is coming from the business. But two, do not stake alone. Have other people that are staking so that you'll also be able to receive that extra in your wallet. Is that bad business? So your capital increases, meaning that you are not looking for more money to invest to increase your profitability. I believe tomorrow I will be here to talk about the power of the compounding effect. She's compounding her capital, but at the same time, she's earning more money because she's not staking alone. So don't do it alone. Do it with other people. It will help you. Number one, your capital will be growing. Number two, you'll also have daily income that is coming when other people are earning. And this will give you enough freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And that's why we come here to educate and help you bring that understanding around. And with that said and done, I believe that was creating a better insight of understanding. I want to wish you a perfect Friday, a perfect weekend. We catch up tomorrow. And next week, we shall be available for our physical meetings. I may not be able to do the physical meetings this weekend, not because I don't want, but the pressure was too much. Okay? The pressure was too much, but I want to be grateful to the whole community for your patience. I also want to be grateful for the cooperation from the Oracle Foundation. They cooperated very well. Yes, there was pressure that I was putting around, but I want to thank them for cooperating and pushing us into the new blockchain. In summary, what's your advice about Aura? There's nothing to worry about Aura. You're going to be pushed on a new public chain. The public chain is called Bora. That's their public network. Okay, that's their blockchain. And they have a product called Carepact. They are into what we call computer mining. You'll be mining these tokens. They will transfer your data. As an investors, the beauty is in their protocol, you are allowed to take away your capital. On the protocol, you are allowed to take away your capital anytime you want. Okay, I was listening to them yesterday, and they're going to be launching it in March. So they're going to be launching it in March. So since they're allowing people to take away their capital, that's very good. So you will be connected to that protocol. They will transfer your data. I believe they will just provide the website. And once you put in the website, you'll be able to access the protocol, and you will be able to either move out your capital according to what they discussed yesterday. Number two, you'll be able to earn more tokens with your money, and you could sell these tokens on their decentralized exchange. They are coming in with around, I had $10 million onto their blockchain. That put in head, it will allow you to recover your money through that. So I'm very grateful to Oracle Foundation. That will happen both with Aura and ONF. Okay. So what are you required to do? Just remain patient until they launch their product on March. Okay, this one says I didn't get about the auto invest. Maybe I share my screen again. Simple. When you tap on the three lines, then you come here on order record. Then here there is exchange. Here there is contract. So what are you gonna do? There is auto reinvest. There is auto invest and reinvest profit. If it's switched off, like if I switch off here, it is disabled, meaning that if I try to switch on, it means that, are you sure you want to enable reinvest profit? It means that when my bot makes $5, like you see above here, my bot made $6. My $6 automatically added on my capital. So if that is your interest, you can switch it on. If it is not your interest, you can keep it off, and your profit will be directly, especially from what is made from the stake, will directly be come to do anything. If you have not yet connected the wallet of your choice, still tap on the three lines, come here on revenue address, tap on the plus sign, Copy any wallet address from anywhere that you want to add. Is it from your Binance, your HTX, your Token Pocket, your MetaMask, anywhere you want your money to go? Choose the network. It must be BEP20 or Binance Smart Chain Network or Solana. These two are supported, but they promise they're adding another network. So we expect more networks. So Binance Smart Chain, paste the wallet address here, save it, and automatically $5 will be coming in. If you don't want $5 and you want more, the minimum is 5. You want 20, you want 50, you want 100. That when it reaches $100, it sends automatically. You can have your choice. But me, I'll take 5. Okay, so that's where you put in your address here, down here at revenue address. The auto invest, like I've said, you just switch on the button, your profits will be automatically added to your capital, and the next profit will be coming from both your profit and your capital. Thank you so much. Any other question, maybe? Okay. The interest seems simple. It is little, but it's sustainable.
Leader Julius, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
How many people do I have to refer to qualify to V1?
It is not numbers.
It's about volume.
Yeah, it's about volume. Let me share with you. Okay, let me log into my other account so that I show you. Me and my family, everybody is in crypto. My mother, my daughter, my wife. We are just into this. And okay, let me log into mine now.
Fantastic. I love the spirit.
Everybody is in the business. And everybody is supposed to market. If you don't market, you earn according to your effort. Okay. Let me use my account. This is community management. Okay. Now, first and foremost, for you to become a V1, you need to bring in one person. Okay. Are you following, sir? One person?
Yes, I'm following.
You need to bring in one person. You must have a stake of $100. Once you have those two, you can become a V1. But when you are building business, for example, let me open for you here. I have 2 strong lines. Okay. If you can see here, I have this line that their community, they have staked over 97,000. And I have this one that in their community, they have staked 41,000. Now, this strong line is not calculated. They look at the weak line. So if this weak line gets to $20,000, then you become an V1. What is the weak line? It's everybody you have introduced, including yourself. It's everybody you have introduced, including yourself. So they add this one, 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 and this one. And I become a V1. But what do they pay you off? They don't pay you off on only the weak line. They look at the total. For example, it is 143,000. If these people today, let me say they make $143,000. If these people make 1%, for example, that is 1,430. They'll give you 10%, which is $143 on the profit they have made. Where do they get this money? It was beautifully explained. They make this money in the market. And once they make this money on the market, they distribute it accordingly. When do they distribute? Whenever anybody makes profit. So back again. So it is volume. So when we go here on revenue record, you can see what you see community is a percentage because someone is coming from the community. So they pay you up to infinity. They pay on everything. When profit is made, a percentage is given. That is community. Direct referral, someone you brought direct. When they are given their profit, the percentage is given. And it keeps flowing. Direct, what you see direct, community. Quantification is coming from your personal capital. So that's how it is distributed. That's how you rank up even to other ranks. They look at the weaker side. I don't know if I've answered you. Okay, let me look through these questions.
Yes, you have answered me. Thank you, Leader Julia. Thank you.
All right. So even ONF was halted, no? They are moving it. They are moving it to that blockchain. You can still sell, but the price is not good enough. But you can still sell. Before you start to run, Loom-X was tested for how many years? These guys have built this project since 2018. They have built this project 2018. And to start testing Loom-X for the last 2 years. It seems the interest is little, but to me it's enough as long as it's sustainable. You ask the same question 3 times. Will the capital be on our wallets as in Royal Q, or it will go to their platform? I think this needs to be educated. You can do your personal research and read about smart contracts. Let me educate maybe. Okay. If I bring my $1,000 and I deposit it here on my wallet, this is a Web2 protocol that my money will be here. But if I want to participate in a decentralized application, I will bring the decentralized application like Loom-X and connect it on my wallet. Meaning that the money in my wallet does not do any service. I don't know if that makes sense. So what do? I connect my money on the smart contract. The smart contracts are of your choice, any of your choice. Let me see. Any smart contract of your choice. 360, it's a smart contract. What is a smart contract? A smart contract is a code. We always have what we call interacting contracts. The interacting contracts that moves the money from your contract and takes it to the market to make profit. That's what happens. That's what happens. But even if your money is in your exchange, I want to ask a genuine question. If you put your money in your spot wallet, if you want your money to make money, it needs to move from your USDT, which is a stable coin, to any fluctuating cryptocurrency. That's how you make the money. If you want to trade futures, it moves from your spot wallet to your futures account. Whether it is lost because of the market, it has to move. So generally, to make money in crypto, money has to move. DeFi, we depend on the code, the smart contract, the rule of the game, because that's what happens. I don't know if I've answered you, but I want to ask another question, and I need genuine answers. If you keep your money in an exchange, is it safe? Because sometimes maybe lack of information needs to be cleared. I need some genuine answer before I ask this one. If you keep your money in an exchange, for example, I have some money in my Binance. Question, is it safe? Let me know in the chat. Give me some genuine answers. If I put my money in my Binance account, is it safe? I need some genuine answers. You see, some people, it is not safe, guys. It is at the mercy of the exchange. Thank you. It is not safe. I met a guy, my friend from Cameroon, who made some money in one crypto project, close to $60,000, and he was refused to withdraw. By the way, at the start, we are teaching you how to transfer your money to the exchange. But in the near future, I will still advise you that if you start making very good money in this business, keep your money on your wallet. Give me a yes if that is clear. For now, we are teaching you to transfer your money to those exchanges. But in the near future, when you start making some good money, keep your money in your wallet. It is only safe in your wallet, because there it is at your own responsibility. Yeah. So that is all. I believe if you're a good risk taker and you love making money online, the profitability of Loom-X is clear. And since the guy is making money, he has power to sustain this for a long period of time. I usually say every after 4 years, there will always be a new technology. Since the ecosystem is down, the rule doesn't affect you. The ecosystem is down. They have already given you a way out where they will transfer you. Nothing works. No rule works. My brother Hamza Lubega, no rule works. I'd like to end here unless I have my upline on board. Let me know, sir, Leader Asaf, if you're on board. You could maybe
I'm right
share
here.
1 or 2 words.
I'm right here, my brother. I'm right here. Thank you once again for the wonderful job that you do for the community. I'm using this account called Nomad because I want to show you that in the cryptocurrency market, we shift to where opportunity basically goes. But don't forget one thing, that opportunity is basically showing up every single day. Today, the rules are changing for the game, for the whole entire industry. We used to believe in basically committed leadership to projects. And just understand one thing, you need to learn for yourself. That's why every single day, such sessions should be able to give you a position where you can learn something new and take advantage of these opportunities every single day. Loom-X, yesterday, according to the videos I saw that were streamed on our social media, I was able to see that there are 2 to 3 more products that are coming. There's basically another exchange. It's a DEX, decentralized exchange. We saw very soon there's a coin that is launching on Binance Alpha, where the big whales are. Binance is a sea of investors. Just know one thing, if you're trading already, push yourself at what we call V2 or V1 trading level. Why? Because in those levels in matching, you're able to get points which you can access that coin before it basically gets into the hands of the general market entire. So when it pumps on Binance, you know what happens when coins pump in Binance altogether? When you're there and you're one of the people who are the new few entrants earlier, anytime you redeem your points in terms of that coin, you get to basically cash out at a profitable rate. But what I do know is they will have a vesting period where they release those tokens, let's say every single month, but let's wait for the official update entirely. But not just that, there's also a Visa card that is coming. Just understand one thing, this ecosystem is built to last. I don't know about you, but let me tell you one thing, this business is changing in terms of dynamics. And that is why you need to shift your mindset. If you had a fixed mindset, you have to now operate with a growth mindset. What I mean, keep learning every single day. Don't just basically see profits dropping onto your wallet and you can't even explain it entirely. Come, refresh your mind in every training, every time they share alpha, new information happening in the market. Today, we are hearing Trump talking about the Epstein files. We don't know what they're basically used to affect the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin right now is at 60,000 US dollars. I mean, someone is complaining here, but the big wells are accumulating right now. And this is how opportunity moves. So you need to fine tune your mind to make sure that it is able to grab opportunities at every. Now in Loom-X, you're seeing every single minute, every single freaking minute, both from your trading account and the trading accounts, the profits that your business partners receive. If you're not building a community in Loom-X right now, then you have not started doing anything in 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand one thing, that 3 months down the road, people are going to be making money as V3s, as V2s, as V1s. Some of you are making, let's say you're trading with $1,000, you're only making $10 every single day. That is not life-changing money. If I count 360 days times $10, that is 3,600. So, but if you've built a community, they are making profits and you're sharing in those profits. This is where growth happens entirely. Nothing can beat someone who's selling out there. You have your TikTok account. You have your statuses on Facebook, Twitter. You have your statuses on Instagram. You have your statuses everywhere. Flood them with testimonials of basically money making. If you're very shy to be able to share what you're doing, then entrepreneurship is not your thing. It is time for you to take charge of the opportunity because there's a shift that is happening in the market right now, a shift in mindset, business, and responsibility. Stop waiting for leaders like Dr. Julius and his whole entire team, the leadership in that team. Stop waiting for the company, Loom-X. Stop waiting for circumstances to change. This is no longer their business. It is your business. Once you are here, you are basically doing you have created your trading account. Push yourself up to like $3,000 to earn on 6 levels before you hit a rank. This is no longer their business. It is your business. The moment you take ownership of your Loom-X business, growth begins. You will see money dropping onto that wallet and you'll be wondering what is happening entirely. So waiting, ladies and gentlemen, delays progress. This season, this 2026, we call it guno mulembe gwa Loom-X, oba guno mulembe omutebyo gwa Loom-X. This season, shift from excuses to execution. If something has not worked in the past 5 to 10 days or 1 month or 3 months, shift from excuses to execution, find another project, start. And this is where Loom-X is entirely. If someone says no, go to the next person. Excuses from execution, from complaints to commitment, from dependency to responsibility. Lekera okwesigama ku muntu yena. Stop depending on anybody. Start pushing your business. Ask yourself, what is delaying me? What must I eliminate in my mindset to be able to get the kind of money that V1s, V2s, V3s are making? You have to shift your mindset, ladies and gentlemen. Take ownership. And let me tell you one thing, move forward. If you fall, just get up and move forward. And let's move on to the next level. Build your community. $100 like this in 3 months from now could be a trading account of $3,000. You could have a community which is flashing out $100, $300 every single day. But I can guarantee you, for whichever leader is putting in the time to push this business, by June, these guys will be milking a $1,500 every single freaking day in their wallet, all because they heeded training, they basically fine-tuned their mindset, and the rest will be history. Let's make 2026 work. And there is an event that is going to be in Dubai in May. At least if we had a team from Crypto Ambassador of not less than 300 people going with us entirely, we would blow up the whole entire Dubai. What I want us to understand is that every person working in Dubai will at least do a private event for ourselves besides the company event, and meet our people and do presentations one-on-one entirely. Even big events entirely, because we shall have enough money to be even able to hire our own hall and just basically close that whole entire community. So Dr. Julius, once again, thank you for this commitment. I know for those of you, the guys who understand what is happening here, they will come back the next day and feed their mind entirely. So don't let your cup run dry. Just keep sharing. And I know one thing, the right people are basically onboarding. Thank you so much.
Upline Forex being here for us. Ladies and gentlemen, see you at 9 p.m. for a business presentation. Invite a friend, invite a brother, invite a sister, and goodbye for now.